There have been some significant changes on the Supreme Court since the previous lectures were recorded. For 2 decades, the court was roughly divided between liberals and conservatives. Conservatives had a slight majority, but there were also some moderate conservative justices, such as Anthony Kennedy and Sandra Day O'Connor, who often voted with the liberals. But that all changed in 2020. On September 18, less than 2 months before the presidential election, liberal Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg died. This gave President Trump the opportunity to nominate her replacement, Amy Coney Barrett. The Republican-controlled Senate approved her in record time, giving conservatives a solid 6-3 majority for the first time in decades. The conservatives have used their power to reverse some long-standing liberal precedents. The most significant of these decisions occurred in June 2022, when the court reversed Roe v. Wade. This decision ended the constitutional right to obtain an abortion, and permitted states to regulate it, and even ban it altogether. Despite the fact that Roe had been upheld by the court more than 20 times, the majority opinion by Justice Alito said that Roe was egregiously wrong from the start. Justice Clarence Thomas wrote a concurring opinion in which he suggested that the court should also overturn other decisions involving the right to privacy, including the right to use contraceptives. All of the liberal victories in the area of the right to privacy are seemingly threatened. The conservative majority has also made it more difficult to regulate guns, striking down New York's ban on concealed weapons in 2022. With regard to gay rights, the court's record has been mixed. On one hand, in 2020, the court decided that the Civil Rights Act prohibits employment discrimination against gay and transgender employees in a 6-3 vote. On the other hand, the court has also been increasingly willing to permit discrimination against gay people under the guise of free speech and free exercise of religion. For example, in 2018, the court decided in favor of a cake shop owner who refused to create a wedding cake for a gay wedding, and who had argued that he couldn't be forced to create a cake with a message he didn't agree with. Similarly, in June 2023, the court decided that forcing a website designer to design a website for a gay wedding violated her right to free speech. The vote was 6-3, with all 6 conservative justices voting in favor and all 3 liberal justices voting dissenting. And while the court has not reversed its decision legalizing gay marriage, Justice Clarence Thomas has suggested that it should be revisited. Finally, in another major decision announced in June 2023, the court declared an affirmative action program at Harvard University to be unconstitutional, a decision which essentially ends affirmative action altogether. Once again, the vote was 6-3, with all 6 conservative justices voting against the program and all 3 liberal justices voting in favor of it. More conservative victories should be expected over the next several years or even decades.